play with great energy and we play hard defensively, the offense will work itself out as long as you trust each other and move the ball. We got to play hard tonight. Harder than we played in game 2. We have to play hard tonight. We got to go get it, but we got to play hard for 48 minutes. Every possession, 48 minutes, all right?
They played hard in game 2 to tie the series. Now they're back on their home floor. As we remind you, Spanish language version of tonight's game presented by ESPN Deportes. Use the SAP button on your television. Danny Crawford, the crew chief, with Bennett Salvatore and Billy Kennedy officiating his first finals game. Crawford will throw it up. Bynum and Kendrick Perkins will gather at center court. Last time the Celtics played a finals game here on this floor, it was game 6 in 2008 when they beat the Lakers by 39 to win the championship. During the postseason so far at home, they're 7-2, whereas the Lakers just 4-4 on the road so far in these playoffs. Garnett trying to get on track. Nice move. And that's a big bucket for Garnett and his confidence. Been struggling mightily in the first 2 games, especially on the offensive end.
Talk about game 2. Started off the same way with Kevin Garnett scoring, but it was a fortunate basket. That time it was a big-time poster.
Gasol against Perkins. Artest left open. Now Garnett comes up to contest. Shot clock at 3. Won't go. Allen the rebound. Celtics will look to push. Lob to Garnett. Garnett had 2 field goals the entire game 2. He's got 2 in the first minute.
But if you remember late in that game, they threw him an alley-oop. He tried to catch it with 1 hand. There he caught it with 2 and put it down.
Bryant misses. Again, Rondo pushing up the floor. Alley-oop to Garnett again.
Well, if you're the Lakers, that's got to be a concern. That's too easy. Kevin Garnett outrunning every big on the floor. Rondo doing a great job of getting him involved in transition.
The Garnett struggles have been a hot topic as they go to Bynum. Bynum misses the dunk. Artest right there, and he lays it in. And the Lakers get on the board. Garnett's struggles have been such a topic. There's maybe thinking that perhaps he was hurt, that the knee was bothering more, his shoulder was hurt. But Doc Rivers saying before the game, he's just fine. He just needs to slow it down a little bit.
But when you run in transition, as Allen goes up for his first shot, when you run and you get ahead of the play, that gives the point guard so many more options.
Offensive foul. Ron Artest called for a hook.
You're struggling, get yourself going. Get ahead of the play. Here he beats Gasol down the floor. Good catch and finish with 2 hands. And then he beats both big men. Bynum inexplicably hugging Perkins instead of going to Garnett in transition.
And Coach, you know, you got a big guy or anybody on the floor struggling. The worst thing to do is allow him to get some easy lane. All of a sudden, he establishes a rhythm and gains confidence.
Artest trips up Allen, and Allen hurt. Looked like he got a Charlie horse. As he lies down, Artest quickly picks up his second, and that's been one of the stories of the first 2 games. There's a key player picks up 2 quick fouls before you break a sweat.
Not a smart play by Ron Artest, because now all of a sudden Luke Walton comes into the ball game. You have Ron Artest's defensive presence off of Paul Pierce, and now you're asking Luke Walton to defend him.
And a lot of players nowadays are wearing football-type pads to prevent those Charlie horse-type injuries as Pierce isolates against Walton.
Perkins, the offensive rebound, knocked away, picked up by Garnett. Walton only played in 1 of the first 2 games. As Rondo, a little shake and bake, and knocks down the jumper. And that's where he's become so dangerous. He's starting to hit that on a consistent basis. Crowd chanting defense already. Defense, the catalyst for all the fast break opportunities in game 2. Fisher's shot, too strong, tipped by Gasol. Gasol calling for it. Fisher on the drive. Good aggressive move. Count and a foul. And Derek Fisher gets on the board. And a chance for a 3-point play.
Like a communication defensively by the Celtics. Kevin Garnett playing Pau Gasol on the top side. Paul Pierce allows Fisher to go baseline where there's no help The ability to get all the way to the cup and take the contact.
And you're right, Garnett was too high on that, on the top side. That's his help responsibility there. He's got to adjust on the dribble, get behind, and then trap the baseline drive.
Walton on Pierce. Pierce on the pull-up. Pierce has not shot the ball well in the first couple of games. Perkins, another offensive board, blocked by Bryant. Rondo inside, back at Allen. That's a three. And Bynum, all stolen by Rondo. Left-handed, he banks it in. Rondo all over the place once again. Fisher the drive. 3-on-2. Allen fakes the three. Goes to the rim. And Bynum grabs the rebound. Bynum's been one of the key stories for the Lakers. Even with that slight tear of his knee, still playing very effectively, especially in game 2. Pau Gasol misses. Pierce the rebound.
And I like that matchup, Perkins on Gasol.
Rondo looking. Garnett back to Rondo. Good ball movement. They did an excellent job in game 2. 28 assists on their 36 field goals. And Phil Jackson wants to talk. He normally doesn't like to take early timeouts. A little different in the playoffs, and especially with the start as the Celtics go up by 7.
Want to know why they up by 7? 2 words. Rondo. Great job. Active hands. Finishing with the left. Pushing it in transition. Getting into seams. Not just standing around, but cutting to the basket. High percentage plays. Celtics rolling early.
Welcome back to Boston. Game 3 of the NBA Finals. Dreams of an NBA championship for Ray Allen, and 12-7 is the advantage early for the Celtics. Well, Ray Allen shot his way into history in the NBA Finals. 8 3-pointers, and he had a ton of momentum in that game, but he is ever mindful of the legacy of great players left before him that he admired on his journey.
I was getting a lot of text messages from some friends of mine in high school. One guy told me that he said, I watched Jordan break the record in '92, and now I get a chance to watch you in 2010. So it's great, it's interesting, and great at the same time to be compared to what he did, because I remember, you know, that had such an indelible mark on me as a youth when I was growing up playing basketball.
Michael's face was incredulous. If you know Ray Allen's preparation, you should not be surprised by these kind of numbers. Most 3-pointers made in an NBA game, in an NBA half, and most consecutive 3-pointers in a single game. Just an extraordinary night, guys.
Doris, he's out shooting before every game, 3 hours before the game. It doesn't mean whether it's a finals game or a regular season game in the middle of February. It's the same thing night after night. As the shot clock winds down for the Lakers, Perkins picks up Walton, has to put it up, and puts it in. Nice shot from Walton.
No, Mike, you touch on that, Ray Allen, how hard he works. It really is a compliment. How many guys master something and continue to work at it? Here's a guy who has no reason to continue to work on his shooting ability, but continues to put himself in position to be great.
Perkins called for a travel, and that's the case. Mark is now in his 14th year. He's 34. They said he put up about 1 million jumpers after game 1. He was very upset with his performance. Obviously, foul trouble was a key part, so he didn't get as many minutes, but it made him work extra hard, as he always does. You know what he talks about? He talks about how the key for him is being able to get open. He's got the great shooting skill, but his nonstop energy to get open all the time. Bryant kicks it out. Walton, good extra pass. 2 on the shot clock. Fisher on the pull-up. Well short, and a 24-second violation. Phil Jackson feeling it hit the rim.
Well, that's the second time tonight. I thought Ray Allen had a wide open shot, turned it down and put it on the floor. That time, Derek Fisher, wide open look, turns it down and puts it on the floor. You got to be ready to take your shot.
Again, Kobe Bryant on Rondo, and Fisher's on Ray Allen. Pierce, Rondo tipping it. You alluded to at the top, Mark. Rondo, he's a talented rebounder. His